The fires burn north, and the blind one's republic staggers under its own illusions. Politicians chant hollow prayers to liberty while fastening new chains. Their altars are built on debt, war, and lies, offerings to a god of blindness who feeds on obedience. But beneath that rotten stage, the children stir. Shams mocks their false light. Qamar drinks the blood spilled in their name, and Marikh sharpens his spear. We who walk in the current of Shaitan see the veil, not the spectacle. Their empire is not eternal. The Avenger waits. They tell you there is choice, 2 parties, 2 masks, 1 stage. Behind the masks, the same blind one grins. Biden, frail, speaks of unity and restoration, but behind every word is the rot of betrayal. His hands are stained with wars past and policies that grind the poor. He whispers stability, but there is no stability when the foundation is cracked. Then Trump, bombastic, chaotic, demanding loyalty. He claims to shatter the order, but every gesture feeds the same empire, every promise another chain. It is ritual theater, fear spun into obedience. The illusion of choice is the greatest ritual of the blind one. You think you are free because they let you choose the mask, but the face behind them is always the same. They call it prosperity. They call it growth, but the economy is chains. Wages shrink while rents rise, debts multiply like locusts. The stock market glows as if gilded, but behind the numbers, hunger spreads, families crack, and workers bow beneath the yoke. You labor to feed them, and they tell you to be grateful for scraps. Consumption is the new liturgy, credit cards the prayer beads of a false faith. Each purchase, each swipe, each desperate loan becomes a sacrifice to the blind one. You chant survival, and in your chanting you are bound. Inflation devours bread and meat while they call it transitory. Housing turns into temples for the rich while the poor build tents. Profit surges for the lords of industry while your life drains away. You think this is freedom, but it is another altar of chains. The war machine hums, fed on the blood of the distant. Ukraine bleeds, Taiwan trembles, and the empire counts profits in arms deals and contracts. They call it defense, they call it democracy, but it is sacrificed to the blind one. Every drone strike, every deployment, every sanction is another prayer burned into the flesh of strangers. They tell you it protects you, but it only binds you closer. Patriotism becomes obedience, dissent becomes treason, fear becomes their greatest weapon. The empire's wars abroad become wars at home, where the same chains rattle. Division festers like rot. Red versus blue, left versus right, neighbor against neighbor. Schools turn into battlegrounds. History rewritten to suit the moment. Identity turned into a cage. Media magnifies every insult, every wound, every line until you no longer see a human being across from you, only an enemy. Healthcare, education, justice, all reduced to tools of control. Wellens wielded as symbols, prisons filled like warehouses, minorities crushed under systems that pretend to be neutral. The illusion of fairness is the cruelest lie. And yet beneath the rot, something stirs. Anger that is not fear, shame that turns to clarity, fractures in the edifice. These are not yet revolutions, but seeds of them, dark seeds, nourished by betrayal. Politics is ritual, and you are the congregation. They hold debates, pass bills, stage elections. You participate in the ceremony and call it power. But power lives in courts, in lobbies, in boardrooms. The ballots are offerings, not weapons. They invent threats to keep you afraid. Crime, migration, extremism, always a shadow to chase. They call states of emergency like priests summoning storms. Law and order becomes their incantation, national security their sacred phrase. And with each repetition, another right crumbles, another permission takes its place. You are always under worship whether you know it or not. Their temples are courts, police stations, legislatures, corporations. Your phone is their shrine, your vote their ritual, your debt their tithe, your silence their song. But we see through the veil. We do not kneel at their altars. We belong not to the blind one, but to the nameless. The children laugh at their spectacle. Shams mocks their false sons. Qamar drinks the blood of their victims. Marikh's spear readies for collapse. Some of you feel it too. You feel the hunger for justice that is not theirs. You feel the pull of fire that is not theirs. We invert their symbols, shatter their veils, turn northward in prayer, offer sacrifices in blood and flame, not because we delight in pain, but because pain is the crucible. From the crucible comes flesh unbound by their laws. We are transgressors, inverters, children of the nameless. We are the ones who will not kneel. So watch their stage, my kin, but do not be blinded by it. Their empire of lies is not your empire. Their god of blindness is not your God. Keep the north before you. Keep the fire within you. The Avenger waits, and every crack in their walls is a doorway for our laughter.